Prospero's dream. The infamous X-Class port run by the powerful criminal syndicate, the Golunovo Dve Bratva, aka the Novos, or Yandy's people. There is no greater hive of scum and villainy within Rim space. It is haphazard, disorganized, overcrowded, and teeming with hustlers and criminals of all stripes. A bustling metropolis where people from every denomination and orientation struggle to survive. The camera flies through the promenade of the dream, an outer ring of 12 kilometers in diameter that fuses the station together and acts as a thoroughfare between the larger sections. We zoom into a man. He stops on the promenade, looks down, and lights a cigarette. Doug, who is this person?
This here is Jack Winters, also known as Wildfire. He's a youngish detective for the Tempest, basically mercenary police force. He's got a glowing tattoo of a bull mastiff that matches his own pet bull mastiff back in his room, named Baxter. And yeah.
What does this person look like, Doug?
Oh,
can you describe him?
Probably
show some art for everyone.
A man in about his early 30s, wears a thick overcoat, a stock standard kind of cowboy hat, policeman's uniform. He's got the Tempest logo on his shoulder, and hanging by his neck is a sort of detective shield badge.
Yeah, I'll draw that in for you next.
Yeah. Yeah. Sort of a stereotypical cowboy-looking detective.
Jack enters the game. We pass by to a small noodle bar just further down on the promenade. The glowing lights of the establishment just have that hum of neon. Hunched over, slurping up a big bowl of noodles, is Andrew's character. Andrew, who is this person?
Going by the handle of Zero Day, he's quite a gaunt-looking, thin little street youth. His most notable features are he's got a large cybernetic eye that's kind of glowing with a RGB lighting around it.
This is Andrew seeing the commissioned art for the first time.
Oh, nice.
That is stunning. Yeah, messy hair. He's got like a barcode tattooed on his forehead. I imagine that while he's at this noodle bar, he'd probably have, devices and things going on underneath the table bar. And while he's, having a meal, he's also skimming any data and information he can from anyone walking nearby.
Nice. Great art. This is by Erica Selby at Rowdy Rosie Piper. Great name. And is the wife of one of our members on Discord,
oh, that's
Usagi.
Awesome.
And he reached out and said, my wife, really good artist, can definitely whip you up something. So there you go.
That is fantastic.
Wonderful work. That was Zero Day.
0 Day.
Awesome. All right. Who's next? We've got two more characters. Let's fling over through Prospero. Outside one of the larger towers, the centermost structure, the court. We see throngs of spectators outside this large structure, this stadium, hoping to view the next trial. The camera cuts through all the crowd. You hear them yelling in the background, yelling out bids, and we focus on a person. Sam, who is this person?
What you see is a tall, sleek android with a polished matte black titanium exoskeleton. It features geometric lines along its limbs and head. Its face is minimalist and smooth. Its glowing pupilless eyes shift between shades of blue and green. Wears a sharply tailored, reinforced fine suit with faint luminescent threads running through it that kind of look high-tech and professional. You kind of see the android look down at its sleeve, and you kind of see the sleeve ripple somewhat. It's almost like there's something on the sleeve that kind of pulses gently with some light and then melds back into the cloth. This is Synthetic Arbitration Model, also known as SAM.
Well done.
Advocate of the court, I believe.
Advocate of the court, yes.
And unfortunately, the art you're seeing, you don't get to see right now because you didn't give me enough time to draw something or prepare something.
I'm a terrible,
So you get
person.
a little
But
mystery man.
Maybe.
Mystery person.
Maybe we can reach out to the Discord member's wife. Again?
I don't know if I can afford it.
Oh, I'll pay for it.
Okay. Well, there we met Sam, S.A.M.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just call you Sam. Very easy to remember.
Yep.
I don't even have to change the token's name. Lastly, we pass from the court and go to a very serene garden. This big artificial sun beams out UV light across this garden. We see a man kneeling down, head down. The camera pans in. The man lifts up his head in prayer. You see the filtered sunlight banishing the shadows on his face. Josh, who is this character?
This is Basilius, also goes by the name Basil or Baz, depending on, I guess, how close you are or casual you are with his name. He is a slim yet somehow athletic individual who has shoulder-length brown hair, clean-shaven face, and he would be described as a...
The art I've just put on the screen is your commissioned artwork, Josh. Would you like to...
Well, the description says he is a beautiful-looking man.
Is that not the case?
He's a beautiful-looking man, and he's clean-shaven and quite slender. He's got eyes that are kind of black, and radiating from these eyes are these sort of like cybernetic lines that are like orangey yellow that kind of radiate out from each eye.
Like suns in your
like sun,
head.
Yeah, like sun, solar flares kind of thing. And as he breathes in, you notice that his body becomes quite tense and then it relaxes every time he breathes out. And it's this constant, rise and fall that is linked with his breathing.
Meditative, controlled.
Yep. He's wearing robes. He has some almost like somewhat dusty and dirty around the sleeves and bottoms. He's quite a calm, pleasant-looking individual who walks around the garden to make sure everything's going well. And, he'll pass another monk and he says, "I see your light."
Member of the Solarian Church. As you wander around the farm and the meditative gardens, you're a member of the Invictus Soul, are you not?
I am. I am a member of the Church of the Invictus Soul. And we worship many suns because the sun is the first god of worship.
The first real religion of the human. As they stared up, looked at that burning orb, seared their retinas, and go, "Holy shit." Yeah. Great. You like the artwork?
Yeah, I really love.
Awesome.
I love the clothes.
I think you need to
to
digest it a bit. There were
I
changes.
do need to digest it. Only because I said I was imagining like a beautiful like cut jaw, and it's just
He's
a bit
beautiful
different.
in the spiritual
He's
sense.
very beautifully
He does
spiritual.
look kind and welcoming.
I think
and
the standards
gentle.
of beauty may be different between
Yeah.
the artist and
in
the...
the eyes of the beholder.
Yes, definitely.
No, the clothes look really cool.
The clothes, the robe's great.
Yeah, the clothes look really cool. I like the little symbol he's got on the beads, the sun that's rising over the hill.
I like the little strap that kind of looks like a Nokia phone. It just gives me like recycled
Yeah,
vibes.
that's
It's
right.
cool.
Would survive anything, even the sun.
Yeah.
All right. That was Josh's character, Baz, with commissioned artwork by Jonathan or at The Final Boss. That's BAWS on Instagram. Thank you, Jonathan. Let's go back into one of these characters. I think Jack. We see you come up from your cigarette, take a puff. Your communicator doot-doot, doot-doot, goes off.
Detect winners.